IR35 is the name commonly given to the intermediaries legislation, which was introduced by the government in April 2000. The legislation is designed to target people using limited companies to reduce the amount of tax and national insurance they pay, where they should actually be employees of the person that they're working for. Anyone using a limited company or partnership who tends to work for a client for a prolonged period of time could be subject to IR35. It could even apply if you have contracts with multiple clients, although each engagement would be considered separately. Unfortunately, there's no definitive way of knowing whether you are inside or outside of IR35, and one of the key problems with the legislation is that there are a lot of grey areas. Any contractor operating outside of IR35 and taking dividends from the company runs the risk of an IR35 inquiry, where HMRC will conduct a full review of the contractor's situation. If HMRC discover that the contractor is what they call a disguised employee, they will demand all backdated tax and national insurance that the contractor would have paid had they been a permanent employee of their client. Obviously, for most contractors, this could be financially crippling, and the revenue will add interest and a possible penalty to the total sum. HMRC will look at the written contract that the contractor has got with a recruitment agency or client, but they'll also review the true facts of the engagement and the contractor's relationship with his client. Some of it's common sense. If you're treated like an employee, then you should be taxed as one. However, there are a lot of areas that are open to interpretation, and that's where things can become quite protracted and messy. Firstly, it's a good idea for contractors to understand the basics of the legislation before they make any decisions, and be very careful not to be pushed into a particular route by an agency or an accountant without fully understanding the potential consequences. When a contractor has a contract, it's vital that they get it reviewed by an independent expert so they can make a decision about whether to trade inside or outside of IR35. It's also worth considering some form of tax insurance, so you get expert representation if you are subject to an IR35 inquiry.